So when you turn this on, beeps, alarm is checking the ground, goes to green, tells you you've got a good patient ground. So
that's after the patient is grounded already. This little thing is on the
yes,
patient's
if the
side.
patient's not grounded, the red light will stay on and the unit won't work.
Gotcha. I'm sorry, I have questions.
That's okay.
That's why he's here.
Okay.
Yep.
Just want to make sure we're getting it right.
And there's no dumb questions.
Okay.
So I'm going to talk about the generator first, and then we'll talk about the smoke evacuator. Can everybody see okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the generator has basically two sides. A yellow side, which is your cut side, and a blue side, which is your coagulation side. Okay? That corresponds to the buttons on your pencil. To set your levels, just use the up or down arrows. Put it where you want it. Same thing over here on coagulation. Okay. If you decide you want to use the blend mode, blend is 60% cut, 40% coagulation.
Yeah, that's what I use at the conference.
So what is
Do you use blend too?
blend?
Okay.
40-60.
So you notice when I changed over here, it went back, it'll go back to whatever the last setting was.
So,
So
how do you do? So blend, if you do 40-60 or
40 coag and 60 coag.
yes,
Same thing.
it's,
oh, so blend you just put what you want up there.
no,
No?
you just put, when you switch it, it's on cut, you switch it to blend, it's 60% cut, 40% coag.
Got you.
Nothing to do with this.
Got you.
Whatever energy that you put through the pencil, that's the way it's going to be set up.
And which one do you press? Does it matter?
We're on the yellow side, so we stay with yellow.
Idiot proof. Good.
Okay?
We're gonna use blend too.
Just going to turn that up
It's
a
all
little bit.
blend, right?
Okay, on the coagulation side, you've got coagulation, fulguration, and bipolar. I don't know if y'all be using bipolar, I don't think. Okay. The fulguration you will be using, I'm sure. Coagulation is standard coagulation like you've probably seen before. When you switch to fulguration, typically you're going to be using like a ball electrode, and it as you hold the ball close to the tissue, the electricity will spark from the ball to the patient, and it works almost like a paintbrush. You can coagulate bigger areas, and you'll see that when we use it over here on our patient.
So you want to put the number.
All we have is
I like that.
coagulation.
So the number should be much less than.
Yeah, it's about 20 instead.
Instead of 40, because it's
So if
normally
you
40,
wanna,
50, right?
you could do a VIN or something like that. It's like a laser. How deep does it go with the fulguration?
How deep?
Does it go deep into the skin, or it's just a superficial?
Superficial.
Yeah.
Any questions on the unit? You all heard the alarm when I turned it on. There's a little dial on the back. If that's annoying you, you can turn it off or turn it down or turn it up, whatever works for you. On the front panel here is where you plug in your return electrode. There's no wrong way to plug this in. It'll go up. You can flip the plug either way. The foot control is for foot control accessories, which you guys aren't going to be using, I don't think. But if you ever want to, you could. This is where your pencil plugs in, and it's a standard 3-prong plug like you're used to. And there's only one way it'll go. And your bipolar accessories would go here, which you're not going to be using. On the smoke evacuator, this is our Smoke Sharp 2 smoke evacuator. What's nice about this, not only is it quiet, but it has the longest filter life on the market. It's a 35-hour filter. Most other filters are 18. And I don't know if you've worked with a smoke evacuator in the past, but typically they have canisters you have to change and things. This is just a cartridge. Just plugs in and out. I like to say like a giant 8-track tape, but everybody says that makes me look old. So
How do we know when it's time to replace that filter?
that's a great question. So if you look on the face, you got a full box, you got a half box, and you got an X box. As it goes down, the filter life, when it gets to the bottom, when it's totally full, it'll stop working. But you know, when it gets lower, you think, I need to order another filter or be aware. I usually recommend that you, when you change the filter, put one in, that you order a backup to put in your closet whenever you need it. It'll be here. Okay. You also have 3 fan speeds here. You get low, medium, and high. And the higher the fan speed, typically the shorter the filter life because you're pulling more air through it. Okay. The unit comes with a pneumatic foot switch. Turn it on,
Oh, look at that.
turn it off.
That's good.
Now, one of our most popular accessories, which it is an add-on, I'll tell you about it. If you decide you want it, then we can get it for you. But it's a remote activation switch, and it's a little device that plugs into the back of the Smoke Shark with a clip that clips to the line of the pencil. And when you press either one of the buttons on the pencil, the little clip senses the current flow and turns the smoke evacuator on. When you release it, it turns the smoke evacuator off. So it keeps someone from having to keep turning it on and off. So if you're working by yourself or have limited staff, or you just want something that does it automatically, it will do that for you. So that's an option, and I've got a catalog I'll leave with you so you can see that. Okay. Let's go over here to the patient. You want to see how this thing works?
Yeah.
Let's go to the patient.
Do half the steak because Rebecca won't take it home and eat.
Actually, some people take it home with their dogs or whatever. So, who wants to hold the hose for me? I'm going to try to come around behind here.
That's good to the speculum that's in the vagina. Okay.
Yeah, now this is Bovie standard 786 teeth tubing. You got a case of it. You also got 10 of our adapters. This plugs into here. This goes to your
Speculum.
smoke removal port on your speculum. Okay. I think the wallet tubing she has is maybe a little different, but I think you can still use that. One thing I didn't show you is on the filter, you've got the 7/8" port, and you've got 2 smaller diameter ports here. So that tubing will probably just plug right there. You've even got a smaller one.
We'll use up what we have first.
Yes. This is the most expensive thing we ever ordered for a horse, isn't it?
The ultrasound machine.
Oh.
Let me put that away. We can right now. So what do we set on here?
30/20.
And we're on blend.
And corporation.
Let's put on regular coag. So you can see, cause just,
Oh, wow.
let's turn the
Do you
machine
want-
on.
You step on it. Step
Step,
on that.
step on that pedal. There you go.
I'm used to using the remote switch, so I didn't even think about that. So as you cut, and that's, you see we got just a little bit. Coag, you hear the difference in the tone? Okay, back to cut. So you can change the energy levels if you find it's best to kind of start low and go up higher. Of course, that's up to you. And we do have a recommended settings chart for different procedures.
Oh, where's
If you
that?
like, I can email that to you.
Yeah, let's just.
To whoever, somebody give me their email
I will.
address and I'll send it to you. Okay. Now, this is a standard blade electrode that you've probably seen or used.
We don't use those. We just use the loops and the balls. And they're, yeah.
Oh,
Now,
that's not like-
it says coagulation and it says blend. So which one are you doing?
Well, we just did. Did you change this?
No.
That was a blend setting.
Okay.
Let's go to cut. Let's do this again with the
Okay.
blade just so you can see.
Yeah.
So cut.
Now let me see the coagulation, the blend. So let me see the blend.
Coagulates more.
Not bad though, for the edge. Okay.
The cutting only has just a sharp.
Yeah.
It doesn't coagulate.
So you said stay so good.
30 and 20.
So yeah, this is nice because
Oh my lord.
Hey,
I
it
missed
sliced it right off.
You do the top one, you see? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look there. Oh, my gosh.
You're going to tangle that
If you
thing.
want to put chop strips, you come here and give them.
So now this one, so you have phlegm and coagulation. I'm gonna
Yeah.
use it yellow.
yeah, usually I mean,
Yes.
you can use the coagulation with the loop. Of course, it's not going to be as effective as it would be with the ball. And
Right.
We'll switch out with the ball, but you have the option to do both.
So she says go when I just down, across, and up.
Man, we thought we was doing triple weight doing before.
It's
Oh,
nice.
wow.
That's the big
Now,
one.
I even they want you to spend money on one that helps you know where how deep to go. This is nice. This is very nice.
There's one that's called a Fisher loop.
Yeah,
Takes on the perfect curve.
Uh-huh.
No, right.
You
Who wants to
stick
try?
it in the middle and you
Uh-huh.
spin it around.
On the
Ah.
It takes on the perfect
Uh-huh.
So you're pushing the yellow one when you do that?
Yes.
Mhm.
And then we go
Right.
with the,
Wow, well, you taking the whole
All right,
service.
May, get on the
Whole
table.
cervix.
I want to couple another leap.
We know who's not doing it.
That is awesome.
Let me try it. Rebecca.
We're doing
Rebecca.
Cassie's gonna do cold on this one minute. We'll try. We can just do a leap two on you.
No thanks.
Ah!
I asked her that today. I'm like, are you volunteering?
Ooh,
to do
that
it?
was nice.
No, I don't feel like it went.
Wow.
But I mean, this is a pork chop.
now this, I know
Yeah.
we talked mostly
Wanna
about leaps,
Yeah.
but you can do skin tags and all kinds
Oh.
of, you know, because you have a diverse population. that have
Yeah.
Different things. If you've got somebody that, I want this thing on my neck, take
Yes,
it
we
off.
do.
Instead of sending them out to
Oh, can you remove
the
condyloma that way?
dermatologist, you can do all that stuff yourself.
What about
This is-
condyloma? Can you remove condyloma
Yes,
like that?
you can. There's no reason why you
You
can't.
just need to have the right